Hey everybody, Al Puglisi from Al Puglisi Trains. Happy Memorial Day to you. And you look at the title of this video and it says Trains, Tom Hoover, and my Challenger. And I'm like, what does this video and Tom Hoover have anything to do with trains? Well, let me talk about it. Let me show you. Because it's Memorial Day to me is beaches, outdoor activities, trains, cars, and remembering people that you loved, especially our military and first responders. And one person that I truly got to know in the model railroading realm of things was Tom Hoover. I got to know him as an N-scale modeler. He was at the Timonium Great Scale Model Train Show. Now, for those of you who don't know who Tom Hoover is considered the father of the Hemi. He was the man, Mr. Hemi, to developing the 426 Hemi. He is Mopar royalty, just like Carroll Shelby is the father of Shelby. So Tom Hoover is considered the father of the Hemi, and he was a wonderful, wonderful man. Like I said, a friend of mine was in the N-Scale Club, and he said, you know, we have Tom Hoover in our club. And I said, what are you talking about? You talking about the Tom Hoover, father of the Hemi? Yeah, the guy is a ex-Chrysler guy. Well, when I met him, folks, at the train show, my jaw dropped, and I just couldn't believe it. So he was just a wonderful person, and he signed this car, and I'm selling this car. Why am I selling this car? I'll show you why I'm selling this car. I'm selling this car to make room for the O-scale layout. This is the garage, the new garage. I never drive the car, hardly ever drive the car. The car has 19,200 or 19,300 highway miles on it. Doesn't leak a drop. It sits here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I do occasionally drive it. It's pneumatically controlled. But hey, I'm going to need the space for the model railroad. I'm not desperate to sell the car. The car can live on the driveway. It can be covered up. But hey, it's for sale, and if you want it, it's available. So this is one of the garages, and I featured it in a past episode. And this is the old garage door opening. And when we cut in the opening from this big garage, it goes into the second garage, where that has a space of about 12 by 24 feet. So we have a huge L space to make a fantastic O-scale model railroad, 2-rail. See a lot of the structures that I've got that are here. They've been featured on the channel, but let's go talk about the car and a little bit more about Tom Hoover. Well, this is a 2010 Challenger, and it's an SRT8 Challenger, which is the top of the line in the Challenger. It is not a Hellcat. The Hellcat could be considered a top of the line, but the Hellcat lives within the SRT family, and the SRT Challengers and the SRT Chargers and Grand Cherokees were top of the line, and then you had Hellcat options within that. This is not a Hellcat. This is a 6.1 Hemi. This is the last year Chrysler made the 6.1 in 2010, and many consider the 6.1 Hemi to be the Hemi of choice because it's easy to modify, it's easy to build, it's a high revving engine, it's dependable. It does not have that variable fuel shutdown system that cuts it down to 4 cylinders. So there are a number of reasons why the enthusiasts prefer the 2010. Let's show you the interior. Well, she's a 6-speed manual, fully loaded manual transmission car. In other words, it has every option you could get with the manual transmission, to my knowledge. It has the leather suede seats. It has the kicker sound system, which, in my opinion, and I was an audio specialist for years for Sanyo Consumer Electronics. Folks, this is the best sounding audio system I've ever heard in a car. I think it sounds better than the Harman Kardon systems, and I think it's far better than the Alpine systems and the later Challengers. That's my personal opinion, but I think when you hear this, it'll knock your socks off. And it's loaded with 60s and 70s music. The car has never, ever been smoked in, and it's hardly ever driven. It has a drag pack option, which was a option, and Plum Crazy, which is a very hard to get, very rare color. It's a throwback to the Plum Crazy FC7 of 1970. Well, let me give you a walk around of the car. The price on this car is $35,000. I'm not giving this car away, but it's worth every penny of it. And if you want an absolutely beautiful, pristine car, this car has, I don't think it's been in the rain more than 2 or 3 times. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is just beautiful. Then this is the car. And it's been babied, and it's been sitting in the garage. And, well, I just want it to go to a good home. Back in. Brand new tires. Brembo disc brakes. Needs nothing. Has every factory option that I know of. And it has some dealer accessories. This is the Mopar Performance Corsa exhaust. The original owner, I think, paid $3,500 for it. It was a dealer installed catback exhaust. And the undercarriage of this car is so clean, it literally looks like it rolled off the truck. I don't think this thing has been in rain more than just a couple times, folks. It's just a beautiful car, and it is a blast to drive. It is an incredibly good daily driver and cruiser. The trunk is enormous. You can fit many N-scale, HO, and even O-scale modules in here. It's a gigantic trunk, and the seats will fold down too. And here's your big subwoofer from the kicker system. The meat and potatoes, folks. It's a bone stock 6.1 low mile Hemi. And let's talk about the signatures. I had a lot of super famous people sign this car. The Ram Chargers were a nickname for the engineers that developed many of Chrysler's muscle cars. Soxon Martin, Buddy Martin. These were huge names back in the 60s and 70s. Herb McCandles. Tom Hoover, again, the father of the 426 Hemi. He also did other incredible things for Chrysler. He was a lover of model railroading, loved trains. I saw he had built an engine house, Santa Fe engine house, and it had a mirror backing, and it doubled the size of the diorama, and it was absolutely stunning. I wish I had pictures of it. It was long before I started the channel. But he had all of the surviving members of the Ram Chargers that were at the show have signed this. And Mr. Norm, who's also sadly passed away, has actually signed the sticker here. This is not a signature sticker. This is a sticker that he personally signed. The car is bone stock. The only thing, it had a dealer installed Mopar Performance cold air kit, and it had, the only aftermarket thing on the car is this strut tower brace, which was about $400. Folks, I'm serious with the price, and I want to show you one more thing before we end the video on the car and Tom Hoover. You know, the guys signed inside too. Well, folks, thanks for watching the video. The car's located in Ellicott City, Maryland, which is right outside of Baltimore, and it's just a few minutes away, 15-20 minutes away from the BWI airport, so you can fly in and check the car out and check out my trains as well. Happy Memorial Day to everybody in the service, veterans, people we've lost, people we remember, hence Tom Hoover. And thanks for watching, and if you're interested in this car, contact me at alpug1@verizon.net. Thanks.